Hi, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This video is going to be doing a viewer requested topic. Did a video last week talking about which episode of The Walking Dead is my favorite or my favorite episode of The Walking Dead. And some people wanted to have me answer the question, which episode do I think is the worst or which is my least favorite? So let's do it. Alright, so I did a video last week talking about which episode of The Walking Dead I think is my favorite or the best. Now I'm going to do one talking about which episode I think is the worst. Absolutely the worst. So, let's go through it. I mean, some people criticize me for always looking at the positive when it comes to The Walking Dead, and I am a Walking Dead fanboy. It's true. I'm not gonna say I'm not. I love the series, love the show, and the comic book series as well. So, whatever. But let's do it. Let's go through and talk about which episodes are by far the worst and pick one as the very worst. So let's do it. The Walking Dead Season 1. Okay, so Season 1 we go through and we've got 6 episodes. We've got Days Gone By, Guts, Tell It to the Frogs, Vatos, Wildfire, and TS-19. I thought all those episodes were really solid. I mean, it's only a 6-episode season. It was handled very well, I think. You have lots of exciting things happening in that first season. Very dense. Some amazing environments that we don't get to see afterwards. You have Atlanta with the cityscape, which is beautiful to see in a zombie apocalypse. Is very cool. We've got the tank. We've got like all kinds of just awesome locations, awesome shots. In Guts inside that building, driving down the highway. I mean, there's the street with all the walkers. There's just so many cool different environments that the characters are in the series in the first season. Even Vatos and Wildfire inside the CDC, TS-19. I think right away you can rule out all of season 1. None of those episodes are bad. I wouldn't think. Yeah, I wouldn't say any of those episodes are bad. So all of those are out of the running for the worst episode. I wouldn't consider any of them to be really, really bad. Which one's the worst of them all? I don't know. Maybe Tell It to the Frogs or Wildfire or Vatos, one of those three, but even those are really good. Plus, I intended to do reviews again for all of the episodes of Season 1. Right now on my channel, I only have the premiere Days Gone By posted. If you guys are interested in seeing me redo the reviews for episodes 2 through 6, please let me know. I probably will do them anyway, even if you don't want me to, because I pretty much have the biggest Walking Dead channel on YouTube, and I should have reviews for every episode. I shouldn't have missing episodes. That way, if anybody wants to look up a particular episode, they can look up the review in my channel and find it. So definitely this summer it's going to be a goal of mine before the series returns to redo those reviews. Please let me know what you guys think about that and if you'd be interested in watching it. I'll probably do them anyway, even if you don't watch them. So that being said, that's Season 1. Great season. Very solid. Season 2. Now, there's a lot of questionable episodes in Season 2. It started off amazing with What Lies Ahead. Just stellar. Awesome. Then Bloodletting was like a huge letdown for a second episode. Man, I mean, it went from like What Lies Ahead, so exciting with the walkers on the highway, to like Bloodletting, boom, nothing happens for at least, 75% of the episode. We're just like standing around and deciding what they're going to do next for Carl, and Shane decides he's going to do something. So that was a really slow episode, and even though people might say, well, it's exciting to see what happens with Carl, I mean, I guess so, but I just felt like that was definitely one of the slower episodes we've had for the Walking Dead overall. Going on from there, Save the Last One. Amazing episode, can't count that in the running. Episode 4, Cherokee Rose from Season 2. That episode right there is a bad episode, I would say. Not that it's a horrible episode, compared to other shows, but for the Walking Dead standards, that episode, Cherokee Rose, I think is a really slow, a lot of lull time, not enough happens. That's where they're searching for Sophia. Daryl's going around. He goes through that building or whatever, a little house type thing. You've got Glenn and Maggie's relationship starts up, and you've got the well walker. I don't care for the well walker. So that definitely is going to be in the running for one of the worst episodes. That episode right there, I think, contributed a lot to people thinking that Season 2 was too slow when things like that occurred. Plus, the scenery is just like farmland, so it's not that interesting. You know, seeing them pull a walker out of a well is really stupid to me. It's like, why would you do that? And especially now at the end of season 3, when you look back on it, it's like, wow, what a waste of time that was. Just a waste, man. Yeah, that's definitely in the running for one of the worst. So far, Bloodletting and Cherokee Rose, those two are definitely some of the worst. Chupacabra, the next episode, I felt like that was pretty exciting. That was a good Daryl episode, so I'm not going to count that because we all love Daryl, so I'm not going to count that as one of the worst ones. Secrets was a little slow, but that was a lot of, Lori and Rick and Shane type stuff in there. So I wouldn't say that one's too bad either, although definitely one of the slower ones as well. Maybe the third worst of the season. Then we have Pretty Much Dead Already, the mid-season finale. One of the best episodes ever, if not the best. Then Nebraska, awesome. Triggerfinger, awesome. 18 Miles Out, amazing. Judge, Jury, and Executioner, maybe a little weak, especially for people that didn't like the Dale death. That one would definitely be one of the weaker ones. Better Angels and Beside the Dying Fire. So the ones I would consider from Season 2 as being the worst, definitely Bloodletting, definitely Cherokee Rose, maybe Secrets, maybe Judge, Jury, and Executioner, depending on how bad you hate the Dale death. But at least something happened in that episode. It wasn't some stupid big fat walker bloated with water stuck in a well. Stupid. And like no other zombie kills aside from that in the entire. Like Daryl goes through and like you're all thinking there's going to be a zombie coming and then there's nothing. It's like, this sucks. This just sucks. So that's Season 2. Season 3, we go from Seed, awesome. Sick, amazing. Walk With Me, amazing. Killer Within, wow. Say the Word, great. Hounded, awesome. When the Dead Come Knocking, maybe a little bit weak, but it was a builder for the mid-season finale, so I can't knock on that one. Made to Suffer, amazing. The Suicide King, great. Home, oh wow. Ian Judas, great. Clear, the best. Arrow on the Doorpost, boom. Drops the ball, for sure. Prey, great. The Sorrowful Life, amazing. And Welcome to Tombs, a great finale. Although a little bit of disappointment for a lot of people. Arrow on the Doorpost sticks out to me in Season 3 as the worst episode by far. Do I need to say why? Well, to sum it up in about 5 seconds, nothing happens. It's a waste of time, especially with the events that happen afterwards. The only thing it does is give us kind of an interesting question of what should Rick do with Michonne. Aside from that, it is totally useless, completely. Waste of time. Or to see the governor make a troll face smile. That's about it. So definitely Season 3 worst episode is going to be Arrow on the Doorpost. But as I go through it, right there, that kind of shows how solid Season 3 of The Walking Dead was. That was a solid season, man. Really solid. Because when you look at all those episodes, and you're like, awesome, 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 awesome. Ending strong. There's really only like one episode in there, maybe two, if you want to count like some of the other ones, like some of the other slower ones. But yeah, I mean, that was definitely an amazing season and definitely not as slow as Season 2, that's for sure. Season 2, I said, not 3. So Arrow on the Doorpost, worst episode of Season 3. Worst episode of Season 2, I'm going to go with Cherokee Rose. Or you could go Bloodletting too. Either one's pretty bad, but the Well Zombie takes the cake for me. I would say, comparing Cherokee Rose and Arrow on the Doorpost, the worst episode of The Walking Dead ever is Cherokee Rose. By far the worst episode. Even though we get some character development with Daryl in that episode, still, and Maggie and Glenn hook up, man, that is such a slow episode. Man, that Well Zombie is so stupid. So Well Zombie for the win. The worst episode of The Walking Dead ever, in my opinion, is Cherokee Rose. Maybe second would be Bloodletting. And then third would be Arrow on the Doorpost. Yeah. So that's it for this video, guys. Worst episode of The Walking Dead ever. Trev says it's Cherokee Rose. Let me know what you guys think it is. Maybe your opinion differs. Maybe you hate Judge, Jury, and Executioner because they killed Dale and they're bastards. Maybe you hate, I don't know, Arrow on the Doorpost or some of the others. Let's discuss in the comments what do you guys think is the worst episode ever. Now you know which one I think is Cherokee Rose. That's it for this video. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. I'm saying peace, guys.